Yes. Welcome everybody into this show. I tell you, with a full spirit. They dawn in the building. Oh my goodness. Who am I seeing live? Okoye Adebare, our fantastic correspondent all the way from the United Kingdom, joining us on this show. I tell you, it's going to be loud. Fantastic day, baby. Yes. Yes, the dawn in the building. Massive weekend ahead. I tell you guys. Yeah, the dawn in the building. Please subscribe to the channel, smash the like on the video. This is Intercontinental Sport TV. Back again with this video, back again with this preview. EPL La Liga fixture preview. The moment this weekend is gonna be loud tomorrow. Manchester United traveling all the way to Stamford Bridge. Make sure that bridge is broken, destroyed. You know what I'm talking about. The match between Chelsea versus Manchester United. On this show, we're going to talk about the tactics. We're going to talk about how we're going to do it. We're going to talk about the combined 11 on this show. Sit back, guys, and let's enjoy the moment. Yes. I tell you, please subscribe. It's going to be massive today, man. Baby. Yes. Full spirit. Okay, welcome. All the way from United Kingdom. Okay, what's going on, bro? Welcome.
Yo, the dawn. It's great to be here. I've missed being on Intercontinental Sports TV. But it feels good to be, to be joining the show from a different continent, from a different country. So yeah, I'm bringing new and fresh energy to the show.
Woo! That is what I'm talking about on this channel. We don't mess around. We know what we are doing. Okay, you're welcome to the show. Now I'm bringing this famous guy. That guy. You know what I'm talking about? Show this city. Enter with your change, that kind of city, you know what I'm talking about. All the way from Oshodi. Kunle, talk to me. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm good, Don. Good evening from this side. And It's another Friday, another weekend is upon us, and I cannot wait for us to dissect all that is going to happen this weekend, especially Manchester United getting a big victory over Chelsea at Stamford Bridge.
I tell you, Kunle, you know what? All Chelsea fans, all Chelsea analysts, I can't find them right now.
They are scared. That's right. They are scared.
I say the fear of Lisandro Martinez is the beginning of it.
Absolutely.
Let's go. Yes, guys. It's good to see you guys. Good to be back on this video. I'm trying to bring in Robbie. Robbie, what's going on? Can you hear me, Robbie?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Good evening, everybody. It's good to be on the show once again, and of course, a whole lot to talk about this evening, most especially the Cristiano Ronaldo gate, as I call it, the Cristiano Ronaldo gate situation at Old Trafford, and of course, in some ripple effects across the team, and of course, some other incidents that will be going on as touching on Manchester United this season. Of course, I'm looking forward to that game between Chelsea and United tomorrow. My solemn prayer is that United must come out of that game with a win. That is my solemn prayer. That is the only thing that will make my weekend. That is after that game tomorrow.
Yes. You can hear that from Robbie. Thank you for joining us on this show. I'm telling you, they are coming up now. The Chelsea people. They're on this show. I'm talking about Professor Tuchel, Professor Graham Potter. What's going on? Talk to me. Graham Potter, Prof, what's going on? I think I can't hear him. I lost him there. He's trying to join us. I'm talking about Chelsea fan. They are ready.
Hello.
Oh, Prof. Yes, I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Prof. Graham Potter.
Hello, everybody. Yeah.
Man, it's good to have you, baby. I can hear you.
Welcome. Now the Saga and the.
I think your network is apparently I'm seeing I can't hear you very well. But let's get into this straight. I want to welcome everybody. Okay, you're looking fresh. What's going on, UK? Tell me something. Let's see.
Nah, definitely. I'm enjoying the weather, so I'm enjoying peace of mind as well.
All right, good to have you. Good to have you. You want to let me quickly say this. We are going to talk about Chelsea versus Manchester United. We have Professor Tuchel already on the show. Kunle already standing by, and also Cristiano Ronaldo saga. You know, a lot of things has been said. I mean, that happened on Wednesday. It's so disappointing. I'm a Manchester United fan and I'm a lover of Cristiano Ronaldo, no doubt about it. But an individual is not bigger than the club. And I am sorry Ronaldo got this wrong. Absolutely. But I'm going to start with you, Kunle. You know, you've been saying so many things in the background about Cristiano Ronaldo coming to United. It's not what we needed at that time. Kunle, I want to start with you. What do you think about Cristiano?
What he said was absolutely, I mean, his actions were absolutely ridiculous because you know, I say something because no matter how good of a player you are still under the authority of someone who is the manager. And I find it funny that his stance, let me put it that way, he stands, those who stand him, because they have this affinity. They are questioning why Ten Hag will bring him in the 89th minute, tell him to warm up. And I'm like, and so? If Ten Hag says he should warm up in the 89th minute, so be it. If Ten Hag says he's not going to play, then so be it. I don't seem to understand it. And what people fail to realize, you know, some people are saying that it is even the club's fault. He wanted to leave. They kept him. Now they are playing him in the Europa League that he's not his level. So, if the club said they didn't want him to go, it's because they probably had a need for him. But obviously, it's not like he was going to be playing every week. Maybe he will be playing week in, week out or something. But even at that, it doesn't mean. Accept whatever comes to you. You have a year left. Okay? There is no point in you throwing tantrums. It's not going to change anything. You understand? And I like it that Ten Hag has stood his ground and said he will not be part of the team traveling to Chelsea this weekend. The guy needs to change his attitude. I understand he is a winner. He wants to challenge himself and all. But you know, you need to realize that you're not the player you were 5-10 years ago. You've changed. So things are not going to be the same. So just accept that reality and enjoy what is in front of you. You know, it doesn't make you less of a player. So just accept it. But no, he probably wants to, and that's one of my issues. I think he seems not to realize he's getting older, and there are certain things he was doing before that he can't do again, and that is why managers will not include him. And people say, okay, he's going to leave, but I tell people that I am not even sure of the club that is going to buy him because I have looked at all the big clubs, and I am not sure that they will buy him. People keep making mention to Manchester City, but I said the Pep Guardiola, I know. Ronaldo is not the type of player. So I don't even know how he was ever going to fit into Manchester City. It just didn't make sense, you know. So that's what I think.
All right. That's Kunle for you there. But I'm telling you, somebody is going to disagree with you that Cristiano Ronaldo, after winning five, I'm talking about this guy is going to talk right now, Professor Tuchel. You have a different angle you want to talk about.
Yeah,
this.
I honestly think. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
I absolutely think it's I mean, we all know how Ronaldo has been. He has always had this attitude about him. You know, I mean, it's not just started. It's been like that even in Madrid. You know, where he sort of throws his hands up and he wants to play, wants to score every goal. He's a born winner. We know he has this attitude about him. And yesterday, for me, I don't think Eric Ten Hag had enough emotional. I mean, there's something you take it or leave it. There's emotional intelligence in football, and when you're bringing one of the greatest players of all time after winning a game, clearly this man wants to be he wants to play. He won the game against Everton for the club. He came in and won the game. He still has it in him. He wanted to leave. The club said he shouldn't go. They kept him. I don't want to believe nobody came for Ronaldo. It's impossible to think that no club wants Ronaldo.
Oh.
And then you guys kept him, and then only for you to be bringing a player like that stature to come and do what exactly did you expect him to come and do in the last 2 minutes? For me, you're triggering this man like that because you know who he is. It's not as if you don't know who Ronaldo is and his character. You can't expect everybody to act the same way. He's always had that attitude problem about him, and I felt like he wasn't emotionally intelligent enough, Eric Ten Hag, to bring him in to want to bring him in that time. We've seen Carlos Tevez done the same thing before. I don't know. Imagine tried to bring Tevez in at the late hour, and he did refuse as late and refused to play as well. So these great players have these things about them. I don't think it was. I don't think it was the right thing to do. Yeah.
Like I said,
you
sorry
to
to
do this.
yes, I want to. He is bringing. Excuse me. If whether he comes in when the game or lost, look, because he has 5 Ballon d'Ors, and so what? Does that now make
that you don't get those players every day? You don't say and so what to somebody who's won 5 Ballon d'Ors. You might never see another player might never do
Osumio.
No, the fact that he has won 5 Ballon d'Ors means nothing. It doesn't take anything away from him. That is where I think people are getting the mistake. If the manager says that he doesn't see need for you in this game, fine. It doesn't mean that it makes you less of a player or makes less of a player because you've won 5 Ballon d'Ors. The manager.
All right, hold on, Kunle. Hold on, Kunle. I want to bring in. Hold on, Kunle. I want to bring in Okwe into this scenario. Okwe, you are Arsenal fan, JJ. We call you to come and intervene into somebody's shop and talk to our house. Now, don't be biased. Don't say because you like we are not friends. Don't say we are not. Please, how do you see Ronaldo Saga looking at this situation now? The guy's come out of the stadium. I mean, why are you telling me to come? What you know? So I mean, okay, please talk to me.
Okay, so I think first of all, for me, I would come up from the angle of the fact that I don't like the method of communication at Manchester United. I think that the club is not as close-knit as it should be. Every single decision that is made is leaked out to the media before the club officially addresses it. And for me, that is a mistake. I believe this whole Ronaldo issue could have been handled without the media getting involved or without the media getting a whiff of it. And the media getting a whiff of what it really, really happened, that made Eric Ten Hag, he had to address it publicly. And because of the backlash that Ronaldo was getting online, he had to speak up for himself also. That's why he addressed it online, making a post on Instagram. So I don't 100% agree with Kunle, because the truth is, if you think about it, Lionel Messi would not accept being on the bench consistently. That's just the fact. Look, even the few times when Messi was on the bench under Pochettino, he didn't enjoy it. Fine, Messi is probably not as vocal or as rash as Ronaldo would be, but we heard the reports, we heard the rumors, we heard that Messi was not happy with what was going on, and that's just the truth. Zlatan Ibrahimovic would not stay at a club where he knows he would be on the bench, because at his age, I do agree with Kunle in the aspect that maybe, okay, Ronaldo probably cannot do some of the things he thinks he can still do, which is valid, which is fair. However, you cannot belittle arguably one of the greatest players of all time and make him sit on the bench consistently. Now, Ten Hag came in. He said that, you know what, look, Ronaldo is going to be an integral part of this team. Ronaldo's first interview before the season started, he was asked about Ten Hag. He said, look, I know him, I respect him. And he said he will respect any decision that Ten Hag makes, right? And then Ten Hag came in. Marcel was the first choice striker. Many times you would have Rashford going. We've seen the system of play. We've seen that, okay, it doesn't necessarily suit Ronaldo because Ronaldo does not still have that pace and energy to press continuously, right? However, when you have such a player of that caliber in your team, in my own opinion, I believe you should set up the team in a way that would actually make the player thrive. It's as simple as that. However, that has not happened. Ten Hag has had his way. He has had backing on the board. Fantastic. That's all good. Ronaldo has been consistent in being a team player and being a bench player, coming up from the bench, playing Europa League games, playing the less important games. Although sometimes you will see his reaction on the bench and whatnot. However, the game against Spurs was such an important game. It was so important. It's a potential title deciding game. It's a game that could make or mar their season going forward. A player of that caliber does not want to contribute from the bench. Not only does he not want to contribute from the bench, look at the time Ten Hag wanted to bring him in. Less than 10 minutes till the end of the game. A player with 5 Ballon d'Ors that won the Champions League 3 times in a row. No, now, come on. In a way, it's seen as some sort of disrespect. However, the truth is that we cannot condone Ronaldo's action by walking off the pitch. It was quite petty of him, like he was looking for attention. The game was not over. He walked down to the pitch, and obviously attention would drift to him. So he did that wrongly. And Ten Hag made mention of that. That happened against Real Sociedad, during that preseason game. However, he was not the only one. And that's what the media failed to tell everyone when that happened. He was not the only one, but Ten Hag set that record straight. However, he said he can't take it again. This is the second time. He put his foot down. But then I do believe that United could have prevented this. They should have let Ronaldo go when he wanted to leave. I don't believe that no club wanted him. That's a lie. There are clubs that would have paid his wages. Probably he should have never returned to United. He would have been in City banging in goals the way Haaland is. Because the truth, at the end of the day, the same way City is playing currently to help Haaland, they would have done the same thing for Ronaldo. But obviously, it was a smarter move from them to go for Haaland, who is younger, and then they will spend more years with him. It's a very dicey situation, honestly.
All right. I'm sorry, I want to go to Robbie right now before I come to Lady Val. About this Ronaldo saga, it's everywhere. It's not even... Robbie, can you hear me? Please.
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Good evening, guys. Let me quickly trash this Ronaldo situation, because at this point in time, just like Kule rightly said, everybody is standing and everybody's opinion really matters on the subject. But the most important thing here is, it is very funny that you, the Arsenal fans, and you, the Chelsea fans, are coming up here saying that Ballon d'Or player should not do this. I am so sure that as passionate fans of your clubs that you guys are, you will not condone this kind of attitude from any of your legends. Be it Thierry Henry, be it whichever Chelsea, none of you guys will condone it. But
they don't have much legend. Let
us understand what is on the ground right here. Ronaldo has 2 years contract with Manchester United. Yes, he said he wanted to leave. He has a contract to honor. He did not want to honor the contract based on the fact that he said he wanted to play Champions League football. Coming to the issue of Chelsea, Todboli wanted Cristiano Ronaldo, or it was reported that he wanted Cristiano Ronaldo. The then manager, the sacked manager talking about Thomas Tuchel, said he did not want the player. I believe Chelsea guys can now add 1 and 1 together and find out what's work with it. And now coming down to other club guys, would you, as an Arsenal fan, want Ronaldo in your team right now when you know that his wages are too much, and of course you guys can go for other better players that will contribute to the cause of what Mikel Arteta is doing right now? I leave you guys to answer that question. Now let us track down the issue of the coach. The manager has a job to do. No matter how big you are as a player, you can never. Let us go and research every player that has done great things in the game of football. No player will put his name on the team sheet for any match. It is the job of the manager to do that. Ten Hag has a job to do. This is a club that has been riddled with a lot of controversies and very bad performances over the years. Ten Hag did not sign this player. Let us get that fact right. If Ten Hag would not sign Cristiano Ronaldo now, if Ten Hag was the manager of the club last season. So this man came on board and he met a lot of things he had to deal with. And he's trying the best he can to manage the situation. Ronaldo wants to play, there's no doubt about that. But the decision falls on the laps of the coach to decide what player plays, what player does not play. Everybody is screaming at Ronaldo. But let's not forget that a certain Harry Maguire has not been playing. Nobody is making a case for that young man.
Ah,
This is the captain of the
Robbie,
English national
Robbie,
team.
hold on, hold
Nobody
on.
is making a case
Robbie,
about.
Robbie, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to cut you now. Don't compare. Don't say
I was going to
Ronaldo.
say the same. Why
We are
would you
talking
bring Harry
about
Maguire
Ronaldo,
into
not
the
Oh,
Harry
I
Maguire.
understand.
Maguire is
I
on.
understand.
Okay.
Wait, I
So,
understand.
ah,
See, wait. I understand what I'm talking about. Ronaldo and Harry Maguire are not the same. Harry Maguire is or was the captain of this same team last season. When Ten Hag came, he was asked if he was going to change captain. He said no. But systematically, has he done that or not? The answer is yes. So let us understand a fact.
yeah,
Ronaldo is not bigger than the
Robbie,
club.
Robbie, hold
Take
on.
it or leave it.
Let me ask one Liverpool fan on the left side there. Let me ask them from their own point of view. I'm talking about Lady Va now. This is going on in our own house. Please, we want you to talk about another person's house. Do you understand? But respect us, you know. So poke nose into our house now. Talk to me.
Okay, this Ronaldo saga, there are actually two parties. The side for Eric Ten Hag and the side for Ronaldo. Now, to be very honest, I'm a Ronaldo fan. But then I feel that what Ronaldo did was actually uncalled for. He shouldn't have for a person like Ronaldo, the kind of figure he has. Just imagine the attention shifted from the game, from the scores, and everything was just on Ronaldo leaving the pitch. But then put yourself in Ronaldo's shoes. I can actually understand his frustration and everything. A goat sitting on the bench, coming to play 2 minutes, 4 minutes. I understand, but then there are more matured ways, he can handle it instead of creating a scene like he did. And this is not the first time. I think Open mentioned this, Rayo Vallecano during the preseason. He did the same thing, and the coach let it go. And he's repeating the same thing again. So I don't blame the coach at all for stepping up to take actions. But then Ronaldo coming into United, a team that is struggling, like, what do you expect? A Ronaldo of 10 years ago is not the same Ronaldo now. The man is old. Let's just admit to ourselves. So he can't even help Manchester United. The team is struggling. The players, they are not meeting expectations. So he's not like, he can't just come on board and change everything. So at some point, I try to understand his frustration and everything, but also put yourself in the place of the coach. He's not giving you the expected result. So him sitting at the bench is quite understandable. So Ronaldo doing what he did, and then the write-up he released, I think some people were like, he didn't even say I'm sorry in the write-up that he did. That's for those that feel he's proud. I'm not trying to say that anyway. He didn't mention anywhere that he was sorry.
God bless you. God bless you.
He was just trying to give a justification and explain himself. So I think Ronaldo, a player like Ronaldo, he should be calming down. He's a public figure. The media attention is on him. He should handle things more maturely and stop creating scenes, and all. So that's my take anyway. But I understand his frustration.
All right, I'm going to ask your neighbor too. I'm talking about irate in the building. You're welcome. Please, can you say something about this Ronaldo saga? And when you want to talk, remember we are still on top. You know what I'm talking about? Irate, please talk to me.
On top of where? Yeah, it's been a controversy ever since the game, and a lot of attention has been shifted to Ronaldo instead of Manchester United's brilliant win over a defensive Antonio Conte side, who I'm very disappointed with. But we'll leave Conte for another time. Now,
yes.
Ronaldo is, I think, 37-year-old.
Yeah.
Let's focus on Ronaldo the person right now, and I will say Ronaldo over the years has shown sometimes he can have a bad attitude. Coming from Real Madrid, I've seen games where probably he hit the post, the ball rebounds to a teammate, the teammate scores, and Ronaldo refuses to celebrate. These things are very bad attitude from someone who has won the Ballon d'Or several times and is supposed to be a good example and an utmost professional. Also, I remember Chiellini accusing him of the same at Juventus. So it's a lack of professionalism from Cristiano Ronaldo to leave the game when he's on the substitutes bench and refusing to come on. And like Ten Hag said, that's not the first time. So I think this is really undermining Ten Hag's authority at that club. And the best position for Manchester United and Ten Hag is to look for a club for him in January. We know he wanted to leave. He wants to play Champions League football, but it needs to be, he needs to look at himself. He doesn't have the legs anymore to do what he used to do. He really holds the ball up, talk less of scoring goals. So Ten Hag doesn't have a choice than to start the other younger guys up front, and then in maybe Europa League games or other games, just try to fit him in the cup games. But he cannot start for Manchester United right now, and you cannot go against Ten Hag because he's winning games. Aside from the Man City game in recent times, he has won other games. So there's no justification for Cristiano Ronaldo to play. And talking about the Instagram post, I think that this is a shambolic post in my own opinion, because it does not make any sense at all. He has not communicated anything with this post, rather than saying, oh, this is me, this is my ego, I'm supposed to be this, I'm supposed to be that, but I'm not. And he's saying soon we'll be together again. What does that mean? So it does not make any sense at all. And on the part of Manchester United, when you bring in Ronaldo to your club, aside from the fact that you're expecting goals, you expect watching him at Real Madrid and Juventus, you expect whatever comes with him, whatever attitude, whatever ego. Is one of the greatest players of all time, no doubt. And Okpe made that point. If it was Messi in this same situation, will Messi leave the stadium? Probably not. He wouldn't. But he would definitely be grumbling on the bench, and the coach will know something is wrong with Messi. I mean, we've heard that when he played under Pochettino last season, when he was unhappy coming off. And also even this season, under Gautier, he's done the same when Gautier brought him off in a game. So these are big players with big egos. And if you know you are not going to play these guys regularly, you don't need to have them in your team, because they're only going to disrupt the team's unity and harmony. It does not make any sense. He wanted to leave. Why didn't you let him leave? Napoli offered to get him on free. Why didn't you make good decisions? And I've said this several times with Man United. Who are the people in charge of their transfers? You could have said, okay, offload Cristiano Ronaldo to Napoli and get maybe your Osimhen. But they keep making bad decisions. Now you've kept Ronaldo, paying him 450,000 per week, and this is what he gives you. Now he's not going to play against Chelsea, and I don't see him playing under Ten Hag until maybe after the World Cup. So this is really a big situation, and the earlier Manchester United gets rid of Ronaldo, the better for the team.
All right, that's the way forward for you. Lastly, Kunle, I'm coming back to you on this saga. Yeah. What do you think we should do? I mean, what going forward now? Going forward, what do you think we should do?
I
in 1 minute.
I want to put a question. I actually even want to put a question to the house, because I think I agree that it is right that Ronaldo needs to leave. But I keep asking, which club is going to get him? I said Napoli. But hope you know that Ronaldo is not going to that problem.
Sorry, I'm so sorry to cut you short. Ask the guys in the house, will Liverpool buy Ronaldo, will Chelsea buy Ronaldo, or will Arsenal buy Ronaldo? If they will buy him,
exactly, because Ronaldo is not going to collect 300 or 200. You understand how a 37-year-old collecting 450 that he is not at the peak. He's no longer at the peak of his
powers. What do we do now? Kunle, what do we do now? As a Manchester United,
for me, the best option, the only teams that can sign Ronaldo right now are in the MLS, and the MLS season is starting in March. After the World Cup, look for a way to.
But is Ronaldo someone that will go to the MLS? Arab clubs can sign him; they have the money. But is Ronaldo going to drop his level down? Ronaldo will want to
at the end of the season, his contract is up. He will have to make a decision himself. It's either ways.
Well, let us see, because that's another problem. That's another problem with his ego. He seems not to be, he wants to still be at this very high standard.
But he's not playing Champions League standard right now. He's not even playing Championship standard. It's like
Nigerian Premier League. For him, he can be saying, how can somebody of his stature go to MLS? How can somebody of his stature go to Arab countries or something? I think that is where another issue comes. That is why I keep asking, which club among the big clubs, which of them will sign him, because I don't see him going to Real Madrid.
Chelsea can buy him.
No, I trust
No,
Potter.
Somebody
Like,
is saying something. They said they want to turn goats to Asun. Gosh. He finish it. All right,
I'd like to
guys.
address something briefly, right?
Oh,
Just before we
okay.
move on. I
All
think there's a difference between which clubs can afford to buy Cristiano Ronaldo and pay his wages, as to how many clubs genuinely want to buy him. I think we need to make that clear, because there are a good number of clubs that can afford to purchase Cristiano Ronaldo and pay his wages. Chelsea is one of those clubs. Manchester City is one of those clubs.
Yeah,
Liverpool
but
will not do that. I understand Liverpool will not do that.
Yes, they can. No, there are clubs that can afford.
They want to. Bayern will not do that. They want
But
to.
will they?
So, but just like you said, at the end of the day, Ronaldo, the way he thinks of himself, he does not want to play in a league that would not provide him with good competition. So, with all due respect to the Major League Soccer, the Arabian leagues, India, and whatnot, Cristiano Ronaldo is not going to play there. At the end of the day, I believe that he wants to end his career at Sporting Lisbon. But for now, he feels that he still has a lot to give. He wants to give 110% to a top club. So the question is, which top club will be ready to
Sporting Lisbon cannot afford
top
him.
club
This
wants him?
He won't
know that he can't eat his cake and have it. He can't have it both ways.
He won't take wages at Sporting. He won't take wages.
Absolutely.
But the ironic thing is, if he's at Sporting, he could win the Portuguese league and they will win the Champions League. So I don't know why he's not considering it. But the thing is, he might not take wages, because I mean, he has all the money in the world.
They will be in the Champions League, but will they win the Champions League? Those are two different scenarios.
They can go.
Want another Champions League.
Can go far. Did Juventus didn't even reach the semi-finals.
All right, guys. I'm sorry. I want us to move to the next topic. We're still coming to this match between. We're going to do the preview for Chelsea versus Manchester United. I can see Potter laughing at Eric Ten Hag that you're coming to. That's the caption for this. You're coming to. I don't know what to say. So, Kunle, I want to start with you with this. This guy is stacked. Look at this guy. Gerrard is out. There are some managers as well that I think we should talk about. They're failing. Everton. If this guy loses this weekend, I mean, it's going to be a big deal. What's your take on Steven Gerrard's position right now, having sacked with immediate effect? Where do what's your take on this?
I believe Gerrard is going to get a job very soon. That is
really?
For sure. Yeah, come on. I mean, there are other managers that could be sacked in any time soon. So I'm just saying, maybe, I don't know, Nottingham Forest. He could take up another job in the Premier League. Well, it is possible maybe he might drop down to the Championship, who knows? But the point is this: I believe he will get a job. Now, I know most people were like, he didn't do well at Villa, but I disagree with that, because people seem to forget that when Gerrard came, Villa were in shambles. They were actually close to the relegation zone if they were not in the relegation zone. And this man left a Rangers where he had given them their first title in almost 8 or 9 years, ended Celtic's dominance. That thing was huge, because, let's not forget that Rangers were a team starting from scratch, because they got relegated down to the 4th division because of I think was financial mismanagement, or I can't remember what they were, and they demoted them to the 4th tier of Scottish, and they had to start climbing up gradually, and Gerrard came. He broke that Celtic what's it called? He broke that Celtic dominance. And part of Rangers even reaching the Europa League final last season, even though Gerrard wasn't there, was due to what he had laid down, like the groundwork he had laid down. And Giovanni Van Bronckhorst came, because remember that he had already started in the Europa League with Rangers before he left, and now came to Villa. And then you now came to a Villa where they were in the relegation zone. They looked like they were going to, and you changed their fortunes. And let's not forget that Villa were going toe-to-toe with some teams. Manchester United, where they came back from behind. I remember the game against Liverpool at Anfield.
Yeah.
Villa played better than Liverpool. They had more chances. Liverpool
I
were
heard it today, yeah.
You understand? Liverpool were defending.
It's,
They were. It was that I was like, wow, that the confidence, the way they were attacking. Then let's not forget the final day of the season as well, where they were 2 goals up. I know they messed up, but it goes to show you that this was a team that actually had determination, that had a lot of grit. But I think, yes, as some people said, maybe Gerrard didn't know how to manage maybe how to set up the team in a way that it will accommodate certain players, like especially I think having to accommodate Buendia and Coutinho. I think that was his biggest Achilles heel. And I think he didn't get that because you are having like 2 of your best players. One has to sit on the bench. You have to play the other. I think he didn't seem to get around it because let's not forget that even Coutinho, when he came, he was doing very well when he came initially. But I think things started to change and Gerrard was trying to find a way through and all. And ultimately the results were not coming. And also it's rather unfortunate. But I would
Kunle, hold on. Kunle, hold on.
I'm just trying to. I refuse to say it was a failure.
Kunle, hold on a second, please.
He can be proud of what he.
Yeah, I got you. There's this thing I want to talk about. Okwe. There's other Okwe, please. There are other managers that are also, struggling. Look at Everton. What do you think about the situation of Everton as well, too?
I mean, Frank Lampard could be sacked. That's just the truth. If we're being plain about it, because things at Everton have changed ever since they hired Ronald Koeman. The trajectory of the club in terms of how they want to be playing their football and where they want to be in terms of where they want to be in the league, it has changed since then. So any manager who is at Everton who is not delivering the goods will be sacked at the end of the day. But however, we might need to consider the fact that this will be Frank Lampard's first full season at the club. He just had his first transfer window. Another thing is that he came in midway through the end of last season and he saved them from relegation. So he might be giving benefit of the doubt, probably till the World Cup period, and the club will probably evaluate things. But then again, where they are currently, they've played in 11 games, they've lost 5 games, they've drawn 4. So there are a lot of positives to pick up from the Everton team. Amadou Onana is a good signing. The reincarnation of Alex Iwobi as a central midfielder, those are positives to pick from. What else? I mean, Calvert-Lewin just came back from injury. Neil Mope is back in the team as well. So Everton just need consistency over a period of time, right? But one manager who I believe should be currently scared of his job, apparently, I think it should be the Southampton manager. That's Ralph Hasenhuttl, because for the last couple of seasons, they've just been average. They've absolutely been average. So I believe things need to change at Southampton because he's been allowed to sign the type of players that he does want. And then taking a look at Nottingham Forest, Kule mentioned them. Funny enough, I don't see Steve Cooper going anywhere anytime soon. A couple of weeks ago, he just signed a brand new 5-year contract extension. So that goes to show that, number one, the owners, they believe in him. And that's why they've given him all that money to sign 20-plus players this season. Let's not forget that him helping that team to get promoted to the Premier League, a bulk of the players last season were on loan. A huge bulk of them were on loan. So he's a manager who knows what it takes to, number one, survive relegation and to get a team, to transition a team from being in championship to getting into the Premier League. He did that with Swansea City, right? So, but the one major manager who just needs to be afraid of his job, taking a look at the way things are currently, I believe the only person right now, for me, just has to be Ralph Hasenhuttl. Jesse March will be fine. I believe he'll be fine. Gerrard is obviously gone. They've sacked Bruno Lage at Wolverhampton Wanderers. They're looking for a new manager. Brendan Rodgers and Leicester, we know that they are in a bond which is not really understandable to people outside the club, because it seems like there are things going on internally at Leicester City that is not being divulged to the media. It's as simple as that. And just like I said about Steve Cooper, he's not going anywhere anytime soon.
All right. Somebody won the Ballon d'Or. You know who I'm talking about, Benzema. Lady Va, do you want to speak about that quick one on Benzema winning Ballon d'Or? Do I still have him? Is she there? Prof, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, you want to? Can you say something about Benzema winning the best player?
Yeah, first off, I would want to touch on Gerard issue. I think Gerard was his own. He was the mastermind of his own undoing. I think he got to the club and took the captaincy of Tyrone Mings, who I believe he was a huge figure in the dressing room, and give it to John McGinn. I think that's when you make decisions like that when you're really in the club. I think sometimes it comes back to bite you, and I think that's what we're saying. Tyrone Mings, at the end of the day, he signed. It was unlucky with the signing of Diego Carlos from Sevilla. He was injured, and so you now have the man who you didn't expect to start, and who you took the captaincy band off. You now have him back in the team, and I don't know what sort of performance you would expect from him. And Tyrone Mings has been suspect. He has been putting in bad performances over and over. He gave the goal away to Mason Mount the other day, and so he has. So I think it was bad decision from Gerrard. Something I think he has to learn from if he wants to progress in his career. So that's on Gerrard. For Karim Benzema, it was inevitable that he was going to win the Ballon d'Or. What a season he had last season! Smashing big teams over and over. Chelsea.
They beat Liverpool too. They beat Liverpool.
Yeah,
Champions
Liverpool.
League. You remember?
All of us. Big hits in the Premier League. They made mockery of the league because even the Carragher did not believe that. Nobody believed actually that Madrid were going to go all the way. But Karim Benzema was a key figure. Scored lots of goals. They went on to win the league as well. So it was a no-brainer that he was always going to win it. And that's fantastic. Also, I'll touch on Gavi, who does won the Golden Ball award. Is it Golden Boy or Golden Ball? I'm not sure. But then I look at Golden Ball. Seems the players who have won it over the years, and look, they have likes of Haaland, Mbappe, and Pedri won it a season before Gavi now. And for me, I'm telling people, look at the backers midfield. The likes of Gavi and Pedri, for me, I might just be the next Iniesta and Xavi in that midfield. I think that's what Xavi is actually building there. Those boys are real footballers, and they are very young. They have lots of years ahead of them. So it was a good one all around in the awards. Yeah.
All right, Lady Va, you want to say something about the Benzema baby winning the best player of all time?
Okay.
Sorry.
The only thing
Okay, go ahead. I wanted to say something.
The only thing I want to say is this is the first. In fact, this is one of the few Ballon d'Ors we are seeing that we don't have any controversies. I'm yet to see anybody that will say, okay, Benzema does not deserve the award. Yeah. When Real Madrid won the Champions League, it was so obvious that he was going to win it, and unlike some previous seasons where they'll be like, we're supposed to give it to this person and all, like I was so happy, everybody was so transparent, everybody was happy that he deserved it and he won it. So I think going forward, we should expect more of this. And Benzema actually last season was so phenomenal. He won so many
Liverpool at Champions League. You remember? You watched it.
Please don't remind me of that. Anyway, that was a lucky win for them. So exactly. So I'm so happy for him. I'm so happy for him.
Did you just say lucky?
What did you say?
Exactly,
it was a lucky win thanks to their keeper.
What do you mean?
It was their keeper. So please, let's not even go into that.
Come and carry your sister. Iris, come and carry your sister.
Iris, am I lying?
No,
that was absolutely correct. It was a good
Thank
win,
you.
but without Courtois, Benzema will probably
not
win Ballon d'Or.
No, there was no luck involved. Real Madrid was purely just the better sides. Both in 20.
Oh, they were the better side to you.
Really?
No, to everybody, they were the better side.
All right, let's move on to the biggest game of the weekend. Guys, smash a like on the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Let's look at this first. This is going to be our fixture irate for the week. We have it Nottingham Forest visiting Liverpool. Irate, what's your take on this game? I'm talking about Nottingham Forest. I mean, you traveling all over to Nottingham Forest. Is it easy game for you guys?
No, it's not gonna be easy. It's early kickoff.
Are you kidding me? They are the
because we usually struggle with early kickoff games at times.
for real.
Also, Nottingham Forest have not been having good results. They will definitely want to win at home, but the fact that for me they've made bad decisions even from the transfer window in the summer, and I see them getting relegated in my opinion. So I was really surprised when Copper got the new contract because I don't see him keeping them up with the bad decisions they have made.
Yeah.
Um, Liverpool are struggling with some injuries up front. Diogo Jota, Luis
Yes.
Diaz is out, and now we are learning that Nunes might also not take part due
What?
to
Why?
the precaution.
Injury?
Yeah. So, but I still feel like we have Firmino, we have Salah. I feel like it's Nottingham Forest, and they've really been on bad results recently. So I think we should be able to get 3 points. It won't be easy though in their ground, but I think we should still be able to get 3 points with what we have for that game.
All right. Also, Everton will be hosting Crystal Palace. Man City will be welcoming Brighton at the Etihad Stadium. I will come back for this Chelsea versus Manchester United. Then on Sunday, Aston Villa, Brentford, Leeds, hosting Fulham, Southampton, Arsenal. Okwe, what's your take on this? Arsenal going to Southampton. What's your preview about this game?
Well, look, at the end of the day, Arsenal are in good form, right? They've only lost one game.
I'm more. Hey, we know.
Stop reminding us. Stop reminding us. We know.
No. Let me remind you.
They are actually in very good form and they are playing very good football right now.
I tell you.
Yes, thank you,
I don't know. See, what Arsenal they are. Oh my God. We know you are.
No, let me remind you. The Don, relax. Let me remind you. Arsenal is currently sitting on top of the Premier League table. With Manchester City.
Tell them.
Arsenal will still come
No,
down.
but then let's be honest.
Thank you. That pause will be very loud.
If you say so, we'll see. We'll find out. But
Make
January,
February come. We'll know.
Because they've been. We'll know. But really, they've been grinding out victories. It's not just been the usual smooth play of football. They've had games where they've probably not had good number of possession, and then they've had to grind out the victories. That goes to show the type of character that the team has. And 2 years ago, you wouldn't have said this about an Arsenal team. You would have been questioning their character, their desire. But obviously, that's not the same. We've seen the rejuvenation of someone like Granit Xhaka. Totally different player right now. Same thing with a couple of players who have added quality to the squad. You know the Arsenal team is so much more better when Thomas Partey is fully fit. And then you see the inclusion of the likes of Ben White, who is now playing at right back. Saliba has been a fantastic player for them. So the whole Arsenal team, they are playing very well. Same thing in the Europa League. The players who come in the cameo appearances, talking about the likes of Edin Ketia, Reece Nelson, Marquinhos, who else? Even Rob Holding. Rob Holding has stepped up his game. And a big shout out to the USA goalkeeper, Matona, who has been fantastic. 3 clean sheets in 4 games. You need to give it to him. However, talking about Southampton, it's never an easy place for Arsenal to go to. It's a very, very difficult place for Arsenal to go to. They don't really get a lot of victories there. So they're going to need to work extra hard. We know that Arsenal have the better quality compared to Southampton. But that does not matter when you go over to St. Mary's Stadium to try and get 3 points from there. Arsenal need to work extra hard. It might not be a pretty win. They might need to grind out the victory, and it might just be an ugly win at the end of the day. But the most important thing for every team who wants to be successful and every team who wants to win a trophy is the 3 points. Whichever we get the 3 points at the end of the day.
All right. Thank you so much, Emmanuel Andrews. Shout out to you for joining us. You said February we go nowhere as okay. You see,
shout out to Emmanuel.
October and February are always very tough for Arsenal.
We know what's up. All right, let's move on to the next the fixtures. That's Spurs. Wolves versus Leicester City.
Sorry, something came to my mind. Can I drop it? It's about it's about just going back to Ronaldo and all. You know, it was what Okwe was saying about Arsenal when he mentioned Xhaka. And you know, I just remembered that, you know, some of the things Arteta had done. Like I remember Arteta stripped Xhaka of the captaincy. Xhaka is in better form today, but Xhaka is still not wearing that captain's armband. it is still.
He's one of the captains, though. He's one of the top players.
Yeah, but he's not. Yes, but he's not. Yeah, but he's not. But he's not the. Yeah, but look at the hierarchy. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So this is somebody who is sticking to his guns. That okay, you've improved, though, but based on all what you did, you have to suffer. Then look at Aubameyang as well. When that 1-2 was throwing tantrums and all. And yeah, this was a guy who was getting the goals, who was Arsenal's most prolific player. You understand? But he still stood. Many people were like, of course, how can you do this? That if Arsenal are not playing well, but look at where they are today. Yeah, these guys are not there. Aubameyang has gone.
You want to drag us back into this saga?
No.
Let me tell you something. Those people you are talking about,
they are not up to Ronaldo's.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Good. Don't turn this go to Asun. I beg of you, please. Please.
Oh yeah, don't be Emma Binusa. Sorry.
All right.
This goat already smelling Asun.
Ben, how they cook? Because I want to.
All right, Spurs versus Newcastle. I'm coming with you right now. Do we say have Lady Va there? Lady Va, Spurs welcoming Newcastle, and over the weekend, I mean, how Manchester United give it to them, and do you think Spurs can do something? Newcastle, they're also a very good side. So what's your preview? What's your take on this match between Spurs versus Newcastle on Sunday? Lady Va, can you hear me? Yeah. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Now, following what happened, Manchester United showing themselves at
we beat them. Yeah, we beat them.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. So, and we saw what Conte said. Against they tend to struggle against those kind of big teams, and so I expect them to, following what happened, to actually bounce back. They would have been second had they maybe gotten a draw or won that match. But they're still in third place. So I expect Conte they're playing at home, so definitely they should come up with something. I expect them to win, not even a draw, So they should bounce back following the defeat against Manchester. So anything other than a win is not acceptable. So I see them winning.
All right, shout out again to Emmanuel Andrew saying, "Come chop Palestine food." It's talking to you, Robbie. Nice content, guys. Thank you so much.
And I have to say one thing quickly. I want to say that a big shout out to Eddie Howe. I mean, the way he has transformed that team. I know they've spent, but they haven't bought like world-class players.
Yeah.
He has actually improved.
They play very well. Thank you for that.
He has improved a lot of those guys. And you can see at the level they are operating right now, I think they might actually sneak into the top 6. And if we are not careful, even the top 4. They've only lost one game all season, and that was the game at Anfield in the last minute. So Eddie Howe is winning. I don't think Tottenham would do that. I don't think they'll win that game.
Look,
Newcastle are flying right now.
Can I chip in something?
All right.
Just
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Yeah, I see how succeeding, because what he's doing is kind of probably similar to what the likes of Guardiola and say Klopp were doing at Liverpool. They don't go for big name players. They go for more of like the prospects. And it is from there, those guys, just watch Newcastle, these players. You will see these Newcastle players, eventually people will start labeling them world class as it happens. And I hope Eddie Howe succeeds, because as Irate has said, he's doing fantastically well. But you don't need to go for those big names. Go for the prospects. And it is from there you will develop them to become big names that everyone in the league would fear. So I feel that is a very good route that they are going, rather than going for established players, big name players. It might not really work for them. So this is a good route they are going to.
All right, thank you, Kunle. Straight up to the match review between Chelsea versus Manchester United. I hope, Professor Tuchel, are you ready for this?
Yes, let's get it.
Let's get it done. The match review between Chelsea versus Manchester United. Guys, first of all, I'm going to share my screen. Let's look at what we are going to talk about today. I want to ask about your lineup, Chelsea lineup. Are you comfortable with this lineup?
No, I'm not, because we're going to play back three. Definitely.
Oh, back three. Okay.
So Travel Chaluba, yes. Well, I say definitely, but I'm not sure, because with Graham Potter, nobody knows what it
Who is
comes
going
with.
to be here? Who is going to be here?
That's Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Graham Potter
Oh.
doesn't RCL. Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Graham Potter's formation, nobody actually knows how to predict it, because it comes with different personnel every game. So he doesn't use the same lineup he uses in the last game. So, but I suspect this is what we'll turn up with on the day. Thiago Silva was rested again against Brentford. So I think this is what we should go with. Jorginho, Kovacic, Chilwell, Loftus on right in the wing back. The Mount Sterling out. You can bring Loftus-Cheek back. Mount Sterling.
I should bring it back.
Yeah, bring him back to the line, to the midfield. Yeah,
I have to say this is one of the reasons Graham Potter are still Chelsea are still yet to convince a lot of people that they are really back in the groove.
Then put Mount forward. Put Mount to the right wing.
He needs to settle on a formation and stop this tinkering. He cannot.
Do you mean here? Are you saying here?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
See, even doesn't know.
What I read said is right, but for me, I think, look, it has pros and cons. Like a manager like Potter, I want to believe that the other 19 managers will find it difficult to prepare for a game, because you don't know what is going to. You can't prepare for a Chelsea game as accurately as you would normally do, because you don't know what is going to come up with. You don't know which players. You don't know which players you will tell your players to back. You don't know which players are going to turn up. You're clueless when you want to play
how does that affect preparations, your training sessions, when the players are having to play one formation this training this week and another one next week?
Good. Well, this is a manager that expects them. No, not generally. He has been going with a 3-4-3 mostly. I mean, he has come up with the back four just because of a little, a couple of times, but generally goes to the back three. But I'm talking, the personnel is always different. You don't know which players are going to start. Chilwell starts today, Cucurella starts tomorrow, Chaluba starts today. But then we've not been helped with injuries as well. Luis James is on a lengthy spell now. N'Golo Kante too is out for a long period of time. Hakim Ziyech is not informed. So some players pick themselves. The likes of Mason Mount has started every game. Kepa is in the form. Kepa currently now is the best goalkeeper in Premier League at this moment.
I don't agree with that.
Please saying that. Please saying that. What did I just say? What did I just say?
I know it sounds. I know.
After how many games?
Hold on. Calm down. Currently,
let me give a bit of clarity as to Graham Potter's system, because I heard Irit make a complaint as to the way he changes his formation, right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter the way Chelsea sets up their team under Graham Potter. What matters is the philosophy of football under Graham Potter. It's always constant. It's all about progressive football, playing through the flanks, having inverted wingers at the end of the day. So the question is, during this match week, is it going to be the wing backs who become inverted, or is it going to be the forward lines who become inverted? That's just
I think it's the
and one major reason why. Definitely, I believe it will be the wing backs as well, because he needs that in order to contain United's midfield, because we saw how well United played against the 5-man midfield of Spurs. So any sensible manager who saw that would want to be able to contain United. But then the point is just that, look, at the end of the day, irrespective of the way Potter decides to set up his team, you will see the same brand of football. But one thing he needs to get sorted out is his key players. He's yet to know his key players. Aubameyang is not a key player for Chelsea. At the end of the day, we've seen that he doesn't have key midfielders currently. Because
we have to know he's not had any transfer window. So the key players have to pick themselves, and that's what he's doing at the moment in time. That's why he's pretty much using the whole squad.
The number of games
because
he has managed. What brand of football have you seen, or can you understand that Graham Potter has played?
Look, we're just 6 games in. We have to understand.
So far, the 6 games. What can you see? Because
it's early days.
The questions are still coming up.
Yeah, okay, go on.
Okay, so for me, it's very clear, which I've also seen from his time at Brighton. For me, they play what I call progressive football, which is they start from the back, they play out from the back.
But they are struggling to create chances.
And just like
have
I said
you been watching their games?
It's just a question. no one been watching their game. So the problem for Chelsea, which has been the same thing under Tuchel, and I believe that was the major reason why Tuchel left, or rather why he was sacked, is the lack of goals up front. The goals are still coming from midfield, they're still coming from defense. Reece James was a major of their goals. Same thing with Thiago Silva. The goals have been coming from everywhere in the field, aside the major forwards. The so-called strikers.
No,
are
about
not
no,
bringing
about
the
Aubameyang.
goals.
No. This is about
Amande
Aubameyang.
Roja, Kai Havertz,
Aubameyang
Raheem
has
Sterling.
scoring. Aubameyang has been scoring, to
Fairly,
be
but he has
honest. I
not
mean,
been given
he scored
a
3.
consistent
Yes.
run of games.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That at this moment in time, Graham Potter is giving everybody a chance. He's using the old squad. I mean, the last match he started Amando Broha, he started Gallagher, he even brought in Kane Chukwuemeka, which I didn't expect. I mean, they didn't. So what he's doing at this moment is making them, all of them, play and sort of making them choose themselves. If Aubameyang comes up with a great performance against United today, then maybe he can then nail on the starting breath. But considering the style of play, I think they are playing pretty well. I can see the pass. I can see his philosophy coming up a little, being bit by bit. The passing game, the interjection with the double pivots, the wing backs doing their job. It's just a shame that he has lost Reece James, who is currently Chelsea's best player. And when you lose your best player, you're bound to be affected. So I think that right wing is a problem at this moment in time. But he has that's why he gets paid the money to look for a solution. And so I think Loftus-Cheek will play there. He does a decent job. They did a decent job there against Spurs when we battered them at the bridge. We were unlucky to lose that one. So I think we're going to come up with this formation. And I think this is enough to beat United, to be honest. I mean,
you don't say that again. Don't say that. We are coming to that, Prof. We are coming to that. Let me quickly read the comments. Hold on. Let me quickly read this comment from Ifeanyi Eze. A shout out to you, big old brother. Anywhere you're watching from, tinkering sometimes had advantages, but because you don't know what to expect from them, it is also explores different tactical style of play. That's Ifeanyi Eze. I really don't see anything with the way Potter set out the formation. Now that will now goes to Manchester United, because I don't want to really dwell much on at this Stamford Bridge. I want us to sorry about that. I want us to quickly talk about Manchester United once again. Now I'm going to Kunle, are you still there? Manchester United fan, smash the like on the video, please. Anywhere you're watching from,
I'm right here.
Are you comfortable with this lineup, please?
I'm coming. Let me look at it. I'm coming. I can't. Sorry.
Robbie, are you there? Can you see the lineup?
Okay, there are two
Manchester United fan, please.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Are you comfortable with this lineup?
Yes, because I mean this was the team that beat. This was the team that was. Yeah. If he's going to make any change, maybe I don't know, but I feel Christian Eriksen needs to come in.
I think Eriksen is more or less the only person that will come into the team.
So we should remove Fred.
Yes, possibly remove Fred and
There is no way under the world Fred is not starting that game.
I think Fred is starting this game.
Fred is starting. 100%
Fred
against Chelsea.
Okay, you know what? Better still, let us hold on to this formation as it is, because just like Kole rightly said, this was the team that defeated the Spurs in that beautiful victory, but that was tainted. So I think this formation is all good and clear.
All right, beautiful. Shout out to this great company that gave us this software to use that's called Saga. They're fantastic people. They gave us this software to be able to analyze our games on this show. It's only on ISTV. You can find this. Check it out. And now we want to go to a quick one. Professor Tuchel, going into this game as a Chelsea fan, from your own point of view, going into this game, what do you expect your team to do? What are you looking for to beat Manchester United? God forbid. Talk to me.
Well, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Prof. Talk to me.
Yeah. I just expect, like I said, the midfield is going to be very integral because that's where Casemiro, the big player, is a big player for United, and Bruno Fernandes and Fred, with Jorginho, Kovacic, and Mauri very.
I can't hear you. Oh my goodness, this Chelsea
Very
people.
key.
Okay. Can you hear him, guys?
Hello?
Oh, yeah,
no,
yeah.
I can't. No, I can't.
Yeah, I can
Hello?
hear you. Yeah, I can hear you now. Chelsea, talk to me. Chelsea people, talk to me.
Yeah, my connection just went off there. Can you hear me?
All right, I can hear you.
Yeah, so I expect them to go through the win. Right, Chilwell must have a good game, and he must be very wary of Anthony, who always sort of lingers at the right wing and is always ready for the final pass to slot it in. So you have to be very careful there. He will be facing Koulibaly. Hasn't been playing very well, so he might get troubled with the likes of he might get troubled by Anthony coming from the right wing. Yeah, just have to be very careful. The last game at the bridge, I think Jorginho made a mistake, and Sancho and Rashford ran on the counter attack, and it was into the emptiness. So they have to be very wary of the pace that United have up front. They have to be able to contain the road. Thiago Silva and Koulibaly are not the fastest, but Chalobah is there for cover, and so it will be to be honest, it'll be a very, very difficult game. I think Chelsea strikers are not, like we rightly said, they've not been scoring all the goals necessarily to be very assured that we're going to win this game. So they have to be on top. From Aubameyang must come up.
We have Varane. Don't forget Varane.
Yes, Aubameyang must be on top of his game before to get the best. He can probably just leave Varane and go to that midget and see if I can get the best of the midget.
Ole, you are here. Ole, you hear now.
Maybe he can get better so that we can get a performance. But it's going to be a very tight game, to be honest.
Kunle, you hear these people. Oh my goodness.
Prof, midget.
Just a minute, Prof. Let me remind you that midget put Harry Kane in his pocket.
Oh,
so that midget is very capable.
That's Harry Kane. Antonio, look, Antonio Conte did not use the players well. Remember that the style of play that Antonio Conte played with is not alien to the way Chelsea used to play. But Chelsea had Eden Hazard, who was one of the best players in the world at the time, who could carry the ball 40, 50 yards and take out 3-4 players. They don't have that now at the moment. So I think that's where Antonio Conte is falling short. Defensively, I'm used to it. I'm used to him sitting behind the ball, hitting them on the break. But it doesn't have players who can take the ball, run. The Williams, the Hazards, and Diego Costa.
He really missed
so that's the problem.
He really missed Kulusevski.
Exactly.
And that's why they played with three holding midfielders.
He could have used Lucas Moura.
Obviously, Conte is not a big fan of Lucas Moura. A lot of times, sometimes Conte even plays Lucas Moura as a wing back. So,
and then he just came back from injury as well.
All right, guys, thank you so much. Before we wrap up the show, we want to do the combined 11 for this game. Please, this is a controversial moment. Anywhere you're watching from, please smash the like on the video. Kunle, you know a Manchester United fan. Robbie, no grill. This is a moment.
No, we there.
All right, Lady Va, as a Liverpool fan, I rate as a Liverpool fan, don't collect bribe in this game. Okay, don't collect any bribe. This is the controversial moment. We want to do the combined 11, and let's go for it. Now, in goal, I'm going to ask it from everybody's point of view. Then we'll know the winner. Irate, what do you think? How do you think we should do it? Irate.
Yeah, I think you should start with the neutrals before you go to the fans of both teams. So let us decide for you.
All right. Now, in goal, Lady Va, what do you think? Should be in goal.
The year, of course, for me.
Irate, what do you think?
No, it's the J. I don't think we should spend too much time in that position.
Do you agree, Professor Tuchel?
Well, to be honest, I don't. These people are talking because I don't think they've seen the last. This guy has actually saved. I don't know. Anybody should go and watch it, but I understand.
Oh, yeah, saved the world,
Kepa currently is the goalkeeper most informed in the league.
Oh my goodness.
4-5 clean sheets on the road.
All right, everybody goes for the game. Am I right?
Yeah, neutrals go for the J.
No, I actually don't agree. I don't agree. currently, based on form, I will go with Kepa. Why? Let me tell you
Yes.
why. Let me tell you why. Kepa is a better.
Yeah.
Kepa is a
That's
better
my brother there.
goalkeeper
Kule,
than David De Gea.
Yeah.
Let's be factual. Let's be
talk now,
honest.
man. You,
With
man.
the way Ten Hag
Me,
wants
well,
to play good
yeah.
football, I
Oh
don't
my
even
What
see
are they
De Gea
saying?
staying in Man United for a long time. So, but let's just stick to it. Based on good form, Kepa is in
Yes.
better form compared to David De Gea.
Kule, talk
We should
now.
choose based on the last
I find it way too. I look just because maybe Kepa seems to have made a couple of saves where,
just 4
but-
games, though.
but don't forget, but don't
Normal stage.
I don't understand how many games.
I beg,
normal
going, gone. Digia, enter.
You don't be partial, though.
No.
We are with the neutrals at this side.
Professor Tuchel, you will not bribe me so that I'll be on your side.
Sorry, don't
On the right
forget
back.
what I want.
Now everybody they bribe you. Now everybody they bribe you.
Guys,
On the
so
right
what I
back.
wanted
Who do we
to
go for?
no, okay.
Right back. I think we
Yes.
should go for Dalot.
Dalo now.
Dalo.
Dalo now.
But we know that if his father was
If
around,
James
if
was
his father was
around,
around.
Dalot
Who
would
is
have
the father?
Who is the
Who
father?
Who is the father?
The father of right backs in the world. It was around.
Who is the father?
On the left back.
Sorry, guys. Let me share something.
All right.
For me, if we're doing a combined back four, I'm not going to do it just based on positions. For me, if I'm doing a combined back four, I would go for players in there. And in the pack, I'll put Thiago Silva and Lisandro Martinez. And left back, most likely, definitely, I'll go for Luke Shaw.
Okay. Do we
I think
agree
we should
Luke Shaw
consider
on the
that
left
because
back?
we're doing it based on positions. We would have,
Yes.
Luke Shaw in the left back
No.
position.
Talk
Varane
now.
as right
No,
back, Silva and Lisandro
I don't agree with Luke Shaw at
Yes,
left
as
back.
I don't agree with Luke Shaw at left back.
Why?
For me, Luke Shaw has not played. I know he just started playing like more games recently, and the same thing for Chilwell as well, in and out.
I will put Lisandro Martinez.
I'll put Lisandro Martinez at left back. Then at center, I'll go for Varane and Thiago Silva.
Okay, no wahala. We agree.
Okay.
You don't.
Yeah,
That's
true.
confuse me.
Makes
You don't
sense.
confuse me. Oh.
Yeah,
Who
so
do we
put
here?
the midget. Sorry.
Kunle.
I pity you, bro. I pity you.
Kunle for help.
Bro, where did you now? It was on the jet.
we will see me jet tomorrow now. Don't worry.
Okay.
No, don't mind him. You might even score a goal tomorrow.
Martinez, is that what you guys say?
Yes.
Yes, Martinez left back.
Then who is this?
Thiago Silva.
Silva.
Then Varane on the other side.
Thiago.
No Koulibaly. I don't understand.
Koulibaly never gets it.
The matters be like that, too. Matters be like that. We are good.
Right.
Also, the
All right,
rest.
into the midfield, straight up, guys.
No, I'm okay.
The midfield.
Casemiro.
Christian
The midfield for
Eriksen.
me.
Christian
Casemiro. Why
Eriksen.
Casemiro? What has Casemiro played? How many games has he played?
Christian Eriksen.
Ediva, do you agree?
I think I'll go for Eriksen.
Eriksen.
Ladiva, why are you going for Eriksen?
Just like you said, Casemiro, how many games has he played?
I don't think
Wait, I don't understand.
can go for
Is
Eriksen.
Eriksen
I don't think he will
debatable?
start.
I don't understand.
Is it debatable?
I don't get it.
He doesn't
We don't
need
need
to start.
to
Look, if
Prof,
look, the only
agree with me, Prof. Agree with me with this. Eriksen.
Has Eriksen played
for-
the last 3 games as well? I doubt it.
Just 2 games.
No,
Just 2
it
games.
was only
Just 2 games.
it was 2 games.
What do you
against
think?
Everton.
Because me, I would. Okay, Opa is not here anymore. I think I would. Me, I don't know personally. I don't agree with Eriksen. I don't.
Oh yeah, Scott McTominay or what?
Oh,
then?
Scott
I don't
what?
understand.
Oh, you want to put
Kule, what do you mean? Is he only United players that is there? Why do you mention Scott?
No, the
McTominay?
thing is, Chelsea's midfield has not been very good this season.
Exactly.
Can you please?
Which one?
No,
Is
if
that
every-
from Chelsea?
Let's put Jorginho.
Why?
Yeah.
no, I would revamp the other slots. No, I'm not saying we'll put another Chelsea midfielder in the. But I'm just saying that either Christian Eriksen or Scott McTominay must be there.
Eriksen and Mason Mount. It's not a must. Eriksen and Mason Mount have to be there.
Eriksen Mount, fine.
How on the left? Oh yeah.
Raheem Sterling.
On the left. On the which
what did the guy do?
Yeah, Raheem Sterling has scored 3 goals now.
These forward positions, the fact that there is no outright candidate for any of those 3 positions.
Yes, even for United.
Both teams don't even know what.
Anthony is there now.
Anthony.
How many goals has Anthony scored?
Rashford.
He scored against Arsenal.
Anthony was
Raheem Sterling has scored 4 goals.
Sterling has also scored 3 goals.
Even for I think 4 goals.
Against which competent opponents?
No, that doesn't matter. I think Raheem Sterling has to be there.
Okay, let's put Sterling.
I think we should put
and this
let's
one,
just put Sterling, Anthony, and Rashford.
Anthony, please.
And who is here?
Rashford.
Bruno
Rashford. Baby.
Oh, okay, sorry. Rashford. But wait.
Rashidi.
Wait, I'm even having a second thought. That midfield.
Leave the matter. Leave your second thought in that room.
Wait, Kule, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Let's
Wait,
guys.
Should
be Bruno.
Wait,
I think
Bruno exactly.
Yes.
You don't. No. Mr. Mount has to be in this team now.
Take out
Sterling.
No. Don't take out Sterling. Why would you put United player there?
How can you put Bruno? How can you put Mason Mount where Bruno Fernandes is? Come on. Come on.
Mount over Bruno in that position.
We're having more United players in this
yes,
team,
because
I'm scared of them.
Because United is in better form than Chelsea.
But I'm ahead of. I don't understand what better form. I've not lost a game in 5 games now. In 5 Premier League games, I've not lost a game. And I'm ahead of United on the table.
But what was your point?
But am I so how come you have more players than me when I'm ahead of you on the table? What is all this now?
Wait,
being ahead of the table.
I love this moment.
So I think
but seriously, man should actually make.
All right, Irate. Oya, make your judgment.
Oya, remove your Gio and put Mount. Oya, remove your Gio and put Mount.
Don't remove my player.
I don't know why Jorginho is in this team, honestly.
Exactly. Mount is
Mount should actually make.
Tuchel, remove one. Sterling or Jorginho, which one?
Oh my God! This Anthony, what has he done? What has he done?
Please, Prof, that is
like that.
Even the Anthony, we just say more leave him for that position.
What has he done? What is who do you want to put there? Mason Mount, remove Anthony from Mason Mount.
Anthony is better in that position.
Prof, why are you talking like this? Anthony is a player. I know Prof is jealous. Prof is jealous of Anthony. He would wish he had Anthony in his team. So I understand.
I must wait. Hold on. I was very honest. This is the worst combined level we've ever done in this team. The reason why is hold on. The reason why I say that. No. Let's be honest. I'm playing Man United, a very abject Man United side that they've just started to pick up from. And they're having United players. Why?
Recently,
how would we go to have 8 Chelsea players?
Let's remove Rashford and put up.
No, this is absolutely wrong. This is wrong.
How? I don't get
you have Sterling.
No. This is biased. This is so biased. Honestly, so biased. And I'm going to trash. I will trash United on Sunday. I will trash
Irate, make your final judgment. Irate, we are waiting for you, Irate.
For me, this team is this combined 11 is absolutely perfect in my opinion. Let's leave it this way.
God bless you.
Okay, wait. To satisfy Prof, let's put Kepa. No, let's put Kepa. Let's put Let's put Kepa. Let's put Kepa.
Hey, Alex has spoken. Mata is sorted. Let's move to the next one. Don't move
No,
Kepa.
no, can I quickly say
No,
something?
let's put Kepa. Let's put Kepa.
Don't
Oh
move
yeah,
anybody.
oh yeah,
If
Prof
Chelsea,
cannot complain.
if Chelsea goes ahead to win this game,
Mhm.
we've made mockery of this combined
Just
11.
like we
You
did
have
last
eight,
weekend,
eight,
Liverpool Man
No
City.
problem. No
What should we
problem.
say about that?
no problem. Anyway, it's fine.
Uh-huh.
It's fine. I'm the underdog. I'm the underdog.
Underdog go.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. But before we go, guys, it's been fun. I tell you, it's. Let me read this comment from.
We are going to give our predictions.
Okay, yes, we are going to do that.
You see. I don't know why Shea is not here. Please, why Shea? Can Shea call it?
Yeah.
Shea should call it this show.
Hey, oh yeah, we've put Kepa now.
We don't put Kepa.
We don't put Kepa. Sheye, we don't put Kepa.
Yeah, no worry.
Satisfied.
And he says,
no, we're not satisfied. I don't think. I think Jorginho
Don't mind this Chelsea fan.
No. Honestly,
Let's not forget Shea is a Chelsea fan, so.
we have 3 Man United fans here now already. That's why.
all right. All right, guys. We want to do a competition so that we can keep this and come back on Monday to make just. I'm going to start with. I'm going to start with you, Irate. What's your score prediction between this match, Chelsea versus Manchester United? What's your score prediction? Guys, please smash a like on the video and also give us your score prediction.
Yeah, honestly, I'm yet to be convinced by Chelsea and what I've seen under Graham Potter. I still don't know what he's trying to do. I still don't see that style of play there. Manchester United are beginning to get into shape, and
as they beat you, why you don't talk?
Ten Hag is okay. Ten Hag is trying to do, but the fact that it's at Stamford Bridge, and I think Chelsea will be able to, get the results there. So I'll go with a 1-1 draw.
Hey,
No worry. We'll go manage that like that. We'll go manage that.
Well, no while I'm going to come with for you now, Lady Va. What's your score prediction and what do you think about this game, Abby? What's your score prediction?
For the fact that it's actually at Chelsea's home, I'll give them 1 goal.
Eh?
1 goal what?
One word.
My prediction is 3-1. 3-1 in favor of Manchester United.
What would you say before?
Thank you.
You know what you're talking about.
We don't want VAR. We don't want VAR again in Premier League. We don't want.
All right. Let me see. I think United may get a draw, and it says 1-1 draw. It's a very difficult place, no doubt about it. Going to Stamford Bridge, no doubt about it. But I believe it's going to be a beautiful game, hardcore game. So, Prof, what's your score prediction?
Chelsea have kept, I think, clean sheets in their last 4 or 5 games. So I'm going for. I expect us to get another Stamford Bridge. I see a 2-0 win to Chelsea.
Oh no, it's 2-0. Big up.
Now,
don't worry. Aubameyang will get one. Mason Mount and Aubameyang 1-1.
All right, 2-0 by Professor Tuchel. Robbie, what's your score prediction, Robbie?
I'll go for 1-3 in favor of United.
1-3. That's a very good one. Fantastic. Then Kunle, are you still there? What's your score prediction?
Well, for me, I am going to go a different route. Yes, I think Chelsea.
You want to take back here at the entire house?
I think Chelsea. Chelsea have kind of like been grinding out results lately. Yes, there probably have been question marks about how they're playing or how Potter wants to say, but then results matter regardless. Now they are at home, and I will give them the benefit of doubt. Professor Tuchel has said that they've kept clean sheets and all, but at the same time, scoring goals has not been kind of easy for them. So I see goal scoring going to be an issue, not only for them, but also for Manchester United, because Chelsea will try to be very compact at the back. When you have a Thiago Silva, Chaluba, Koulibaly, or whoever, they are going to try to be compact. And because of that, I am going to see a goalless draw, 0-0. No, because if you look then apart from that, if you look at head to head recently, especially at Stamford, you find out that there has been a lot of draws there. If you check the head to head, I can recall a lot of goalless draws or 1-1 draws. So a draw to me is everything over this match. That's all I know.
Okay.
All right, guys.
No problem. Thank you.
But please, I want to say something before we go. Please, Manchester United should not allow Chelsea to win or draw this match. I beg you people.
What did you say?
Thank
Say
you.
that again. What did you say?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, say that again, please.
Yeah, I said Manchester United should not allow Chelsea to win or draw this match. Please, I'm
Why?
begging with my village people.
Why?
Oh my
because-
God! He's saying this is why I like Kunle. Somebody's liking you here, Kunle. He says you always support his points. Well, now we fight already. Kunle.
Thanks, boss. Respect. Thank you.
All right, that's good.
We'll come back on Monday. We'll discuss on Monday. No problem. We'll know his right way wrong.
Prof. Suchel is patiently waiting for Monday.
I swear that.
Oh God, maybe it's Lady Bad that will have fun this time. We won't see Lady Bad.
All right, guys, this is how far we can go. No doubt about it. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning up. Fantastic, guys. Tell you guys, fantastic. So, Lady Val, see you on Monday. Thank you so much for coming to this show. Bye for now, Lady Val. And Irate, thank you so much, Liverpool. I hope they sleep over the weekend. Or what do you think? Irate is going to not have fun. Thanks for showing up.
One love.
All right, thank you so much, Prof.
One love.
One love. See you at Stamford Bridge.
All right.
All right. Yes, Kule.
Yes, boss. Thanks, I appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll be
yes,
doing
sir.
that tomorrow. We'll be doing a watch along with this match. No doubt about it here, guys. All right, Robbie, brother from another mother. One love, man. What's going on?
Yes, so all the very best. Thank you so much for having me on the show. All right.
Guys, let me stay with what the boy, shalaye. It is what it is, guys. You don't know. You know. Right, tomorrow, no doubt about it, we're going to be here. This watch along match. Manchester United fan. Manchester United fan. For me, we're going to go into this game with 2-1 over Chelsea. No doubt about it. That's my top prediction for tomorrow's game. Guys, please smash the like on the video, subscribe to the channel. This is how we roll. This is how we do it. Tell you, comment what's going on this channel in terms of the World Cup. About World Cup countdown, about the channel. Then we'll be looking at another country. About Qatar hosting this World Cup. We want to talk about it and it's done. No doubt about it. Action for back. Thank you once again, guys. Just have a like on the video and let's go on. Thank you once again.